Welcome back everyone to my channel and to the next cozy game we're going to be playing. This one's called In Transmission with a question mark. The premise of this game is basically it's the end of the world. It's the end of the world and I'm supposedly in this tower listening to transmissions and stuff, and I'm supposed to help people. And yeah, I'm not entirely sure why it says there's an arcade mode, but let me go to the settings really quickly. Okay, yeah, no, everything's good. Everything's good. Okay, so let's just start the game. I don't skip intro and tutorial. All quests are immediately available. Recommended for your second. Okay, recommended for second playthrough. We haven't even done our first, so we won't do that one. We'll just start with the game. It's a cute little town. What's a lighthouse? $22.24. Soon the world will quietly end. We've known that for some time now. It might be tomorrow. It might be in a week. All we can do is make the best of our final days and broadcast one final transmission. Thursday, June 22nd. Oh gosh, okay. It's first person. Okay. I should put on my headset. Is this the way in? Hold on, it's a bit too, yeah, it's a bit too sensitive. Way too sensitive. Okay. Still, what the hell? Is that more sensitive or less sensitive? There we go. Turn slowly. Don't whip your hair back and forth. That's. I guess this is locked. Okay. Look, a lighthouse. Looks like there's somebody over there. Put on my headset. There's a bird. Hello, bird. Tuvi. Your name is Tuvi. Where's the headset? Oh, wow, look at this. Is this the entire area? That's awesome. This is cool. Look at that lovely view. So I'm not in the lighthouse. Where am I? Like, what am I in? Spaceship? How do I put the headset on? You know what? Show controls. Take call. Interact. Okay. Always be sat down to work at a station. Use tab to inspect objects you get from Tuvi. Oh, the bird. Okay. Read nav points on the holo map if you are stuck. Use R to read text on notes in plain text. Remember to connect the music on both ends. Okay. Okay. So E.
Hello?
C. C to answer calls.
Hello? Lena, are you there?
Hey Guy, what's up?
Hey, you good? Martha said you weren't home last night.
I was here at the tower, trying to get the signal fixed. We're still only coming through to one speaker, and these instruments are ancient. I have no idea what half of them are even for. If I could just...
Okay, I get it. So, did you get it up and running?
Yeah, well, it's working at least.
People really appreciate what you're doing. They really like the music. They love it. Just try to get home at some point, okay?
I will, don't worry.
You can just turn on the thing when you're ready.
Press P to do a PSA.
Good morning, and welcome to Corvo Mode Transmissions, broadcasting from the edge of the world as we know it, here in our lovely little seaside town. We got some great tracks lined up for you today, and don't hesitate to call in if you have any requests or if you want someone to talk to, I guess. The music recently stopped playing, and that ain't acceptable to me in a time like this. So I'll be taking over as your new host from here on out.
Welcome to the peaceful town of Corvo Moat. These are the final days of the world's lifespan. Soon everything will fade away and be forgotten. But even though things will end, it doesn't mean that you can't make the best of these last moments. Following the news about the end of the world, the radio hosts ended local broadcasts to spend time with their families. Lena, a young teenage girl, has taken it upon herself to restore music throughout the town. She has managed to turn the abandoned air traffic control tower into her own little studio, broadcasting music to the various speaker systems in town. It is her hope that the music will give people happiness in their final days. Start the day. Let's start the day.
Time to smash the day.
All right, let's do this. Okay.
Music's gone quiet. I need to change cassettes.
How do I do that? Oh.
I should sit while working. Much more comfortable.
Can I roll my chair over here?
The track's finished. I should swap cassettes.
Oh, Jesus. This is your treasured tape player. Play music and support the townsfolk in these difficult times. Start by
Music's
opening
gone
the
quiet.
cassette
I need
slot.
to change cassettes.
Now drag a cassette into the slot. On the beach, across the oceans, A Million Days, The Waltz, and Mom. We'll go with A Million Days.
Music's gone quiet. I need to change cassettes.
Okay, 3 emotions are needed for well-being of the townsfolk. Jolliness, resolve, and tranquility. Plug in a jack to play musical instruments from the track. Choose which instruments to play based on what emotion the town needs now. Here we go. Plug in more jacks. More instruments means you can supplement more emotions. Oh. Yes. There we go. Someone is calling from coordinate G2. Click on the waveform-shaped nav point to see who is calling from and where. G2, this is F. G2, how do I... Oh, click on that one. Kai calling in from G2. Go to the radio to answer. Okay, well, let's undo that because I don't know what I just did here. Okay. D. Make G2 radio call. Here's the coordinates you want to call. See all of the available calls. How do I do this? G, there we go. 2. Okay, and then bigger.
Hello, can you hear me?
There we go. Okay,
Hello,
and then
anybody
press-
on the line? Hey, how are things on your end?
Yeah, still figuring stuff out. How about you?
I think I might be able to solve the speaker issue. So, they used to be old air raid sirens that then got repurposed into speakers for hurricane evacuation warnings. They should be connected to the tower since that's where they used to be operated from.
So, why are they not working?
Most of them have simply just been disabled since the people maintaining them left. We just have to access their control panels.
Okay.
That's great news.
I know there's one speaker by the docks I can get to. You should have access to it in a moment.
Nice.
I don't really know how to get to the others. I'll have to get back to you about that.
Thank you, Kai.
New speaker unlocked. Yay! Townsfolk won't hear music unless you play it through the town speakers. The F speaker is available. Plug an active cable into the F socket. Is the B speaker available? G7. Okay, let's go to G7. G7. There. So they just get wider. Oh, and smaller. Smaller.
Hello?
There.
Hey, Lena. How are things at the tower? So I thought of something you might be able to help me with. You know my great-aunt Miriam, right? The one who lives down by the South Plaza. She keeps asking me about this weird recipe she wants me to help her find, and I could really use your help on this one.
Okay.
Right, so like 40 years ago or something. She apparently had this incredible and unforgettable crab cake, right? She had it on her first date with my great uncle. She really wants to have it one last time. But she hasn't been able to because the guy who came up with it sadly passed away years ago. All the lady remembers from it was that it definitely had a hint of time.
Well, not much I can do if the guy's not around.
Well, you see, the chef had a daughter who also cooks.
Oh, so did you talk to her?
Yeah, she doesn't know anything about any crab cake.
Okay.
I guess they never talked about that sort of thing. However, this old chef guy apparently kept a journal with research on his recipes. I couldn't find it, but maybe there's other clues in there. Could you maybe look it over for me? I'm really at a dead end here.
Alright, send it over. I'll have a look at it. But I can't promise anything.
Okay.
I need to put a new cassette in the player.
Click on round nav points to read quest details. Kai's great aunt Miriam wants to cook crab cake. Very dear to her, but the chef who used to make it passed away. The chef's daughter gave
Music's gone quiet.
Miriam.
I need to change
his-
cassettes.
Girl, chill. Give her his old cookbook as a recipe might be hidden. I'll send it to Tuvi. Ah, okay. So E. Okay. Tuvi. Do you have it?
The track's finished. I should sit while working.
Oh
Much more comfortable.
God, girl, fine. Tuvi wants compensation for his work. After delivery, drag bird feed into his beak to make him drop
I
the
need to put a
package.
new cassette in the player.
Tuvi, your one and only Peagle companion. Peagle, half pigeon, half seagull. Got it. Chef's cookbook is in G7. Use the black knobs to set Tuvi's coordinates. Press send.
Music's gone quiet. I
Girl.
need to change cassettes.
Chill. Press to send Tuvi to his destination. Send him empty-handed if you want him to bring back a package. Okay. G7.
Music's
Set.
gone quiet. I need to change cassettes.
Girl. Let's do a PSA. Let's do tranquility.
Shed the weight of your burdens from your mind, and it will become clear. I read that in a notebook by a wise man. Some ancient wisdom for you.
Let's cross the oceans.
I need to put a new cassette in the player.
Tuvi?
Sir Tuvi always requires compensation for his work. I should feed him.
Grab
Thanks
it.
for the delivery, pal.
Where'd it go? Press tab to
The
inspect.
journal says the crab cake recipe comes from a really old newspaper. Now that I think about it, the archive might still have a copy. I should check for its coordinates on the holomap.
I often get asked about my famous recipe for crab cakes. How do I get the savory, rounded taste? How do I balance being... Oh, how do I balance having enough filler without making them too dense? What inspired me to add the heart of this dish? Time? My secret is I copied it from a recipe I posted in the newspaper years ago, somewhere between November and December 2377. Okay. That's a nice looking book. Ah, I could have zoomed in. Right click and drag. Ah, okay, okay.
Hey there, my handsome Pico.
Hi,
How are you
Pico.
doing today?
Why is the book floating? Is it this one? According to the chef's cookbook, he found the crab cake recipe in the newspaper somewhere between November and December 2377 or 2377. The town's archive personally. If I called her, I bet she could find the paper for me. The coordinates are E4. Oh, wasn't done yet. Town emotions in the morning. So, oh, the jolliness went down a little bit. Well, that's sad.
Another successful day. Backed and tagged.
The day has ended. The day has now ended. Your tower, which runs on solar energy, loses power after the sun has gone down. This means that most of your equipment will power down and not be usable until tomorrow. You can still explore the tower if you want. If you are ready to end the day, just head to your sleeping quarters by climbing the ladder near the elevator. What the hell was that? Letter from a fan. Okay. Hi, Alberto here. I live in Chris Hill Road on the third left, which is also my favorite number. Mom left some time ago, but don't worry, my dad has been making my favorite food for breakfast and dinner ever since. I get to sit in the big chair where Mom used to sit. Anyway, we've been listening to you every afternoon before dinner. When Dad goes outside for his usual cigarette, I've been having a lot of fun sitting by myself listening to the music. Right now, I'm sitting in my mom's big chair, and my older brother, Carly, is helping me write this on his old typewriter. He's smiling at me now. I want to know if you have a favorite chair and what kind of chair is it. I have to go soon. Dad is almost finished with a cigarette, which makes him smell bad. To be honest, I don't even think Dad likes them anymore. He says the smoke keeps getting into his eyes. Bye bye, Alberto. Oops. The tape you played the other day, it had this really nice melody. I think it had a violin or something. It was really nice. Can I have a copy of it? Lena, stop working together with Kai. You don't need him. I used to go to school with that guy. Not a fun one, I tell ya. He's smelly, dyslexic, and obnoxious. Plus, he's not even that funny. Do better. Brad. Wow, Brad, you're, really mean. I don't know if I should leave those things in there. I don't know where else to put them. I guess I could just put them on the table. Yeah, so that they're not, in case I get anything else, they're not in there. Just put them over here. Line them up right here. Where'd it go? Is it back in the box? Where? Oh, it's on the floor. Why is it on the floor? Where'd it go? Jesus. Okay, all the letters are going on the floor. There we go. Signal pole. I like get one of those thingies. This does look like a tower for a plane or like an airport. How do I get up there? Okay. You know what? Let's do one more PSA and then take the headset off. A signing off PSA. Can I do a PSA? Or is it no? No. I cannot. I cannot do a signing off PSA. The power's already down. Okay. Alright. Just head upstairs. Nice. I don't know what that says. Call the archivist tomorrow and see if we can get that recipe for them.
Let this tired bag of potatoes get a well-needed rest.